Hi, my name is Brian Cassidy and I am an associate here at Dynamite Lifestyle. Life was a bit crazy and a bit mental, to be honest. I was sabotaging myself in every single way that I possibly could do. I was just going around in circles just from trying to get out of something, but I didn't know what it was I was looking to get out of. But now that I know it was getting out of my own head, but that time it was like always facing every weekend, whether it be a problem with drink, whether it be a problem with drugs, whether a problem with relationships, whether it's a problem at home. It just seemed to be every area of my life was just falling in on me. Whether I was getting sacked at work, whether I was getting arrested with the police, my life was just something that I didn't want it to go on anymore. And that was probably the painful thing. And for me, I know that how real that was because I lost 3 friends to suicide and I lost 2 friends to overdose. And I thought I was going to be the next, and my family thought the same too. And it gives me goosebumps even thinking about it now that they're not here and I am. And I know it was all to do with meeting that lady, Kim Calvert. I just struggled to figure out how to be and how to get where I'm at today, but it doesn't come over a week, it doesn't come over a day. It came over like a period of 10 years of wanting to quit. That's why I knew it was an addiction, wanting to quit but you couldn't quit. And for me, that was the toughest thing. Every time you tried something new, whether it was religion, you go there, you pray for something. And every time I tried that, it always got worse. But now I know it's through the energy that I know of now that when you pray, you only get more of that what you were praying of and the vibration. And that's what always kept showing up. And then I would try the spiritual world of yoga and going off to yoga retreats in the Bahamas. And these retreats would have lifted me up for a week. It was like a temporary push button there. And just what we know in the stat and stuff that we have in a house there, if you want to turn it up, it is a temporary heat. You turn it on for an hour. This is what I was doing with religion, whether I do that with yoga. But I didn't realise I was using everything externally that was a problem, trying to fix an internal problem. And I was doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which was driving me mad because every time that you got somewhere, you failed. I tried the goals as well. I went after an All-Ireland title in boxing and I was real persistent and real desire and everything there, but once I got that, I fell deeper down into depression more than I ever did because I thought gold would have fixed me, but it was my understanding what a goal was. I thought gold was about getting, but also now that I know where I'm at today, it's about becoming. It's about becoming something that you're not. And I grew into a larger version of myself, and every day I'm grateful for that, but it's grateful for the pains. Them pains are now my gains, my mess is now my message, and it's just that joy in life that you get to learn these through experiences. And it's just transformed me, but that's where I led me till Kim Calvert, which was a friend, which would have been Dee Graham. He actually, friends, good people always stay around you, and he took me till her. He was a tailor for Kim, and he just says, there's some crazy girl that's talking that she knows Bob Proctor. I goes, what? I meditate to that guy in the mornings. And he took me up to see her and took me into that room, and I never forget, I sat in the front row and she was talking and she just explained what was going on for the last 10 years between my addictions and why I was addicted and why I had problems and why I was the way I was because of childhood and because of family. And then the 10 years of struggles that I had, she was able to identify all that without speaking to me. It was like speaking to me, but she was speaking to 200 people. And I threw the books down and I started banging the floor. This is exactly me here. Just when everything comes together. And it was just the greatest moment that I knew my purpose was to do what she done to me, to do to others. And what we're doing now on a daily basis is exactly that. And it's just through that persistence, keeping going, knowing that there's more, and one day that it will show up for you. And I tell you now, my friends could have been in that seminar right beside me, but every time I speak to you here, every time I go on stage, every time I get up in the morning, my purpose is there's somebody out there, just like my friends, who are stuck, who don't know there's any way out, and they're trapped in a mental prison. I want to break them free. I want to give them the key to that prison, and that's through awareness and understanding and acceptance. The thing about it is, when you set a goal now, the goal's way out here and it's something big and crazy, but you know what? It's all what's coming in between. This was never in my goals. This is never something I could ever imagine, sitting by the poolside, sitting beside a multi-million-pound villa, hanging out with incredible people with incredible conversations. You get a new family. I was lost in so many ways. Now I love being by myself, where I couldn't have stood looking in the mirror at myself. I've just got incredible love for me. For me, when I look at it, that person that kept going, but it was Kim who instilled this self-worth in me. And I always knew and I always hear that saying, your net worth will never outdo your self-worth. And she's given me such a self-worth and such a self-image now that I can walk on stage in front of anybody and speak, and I can help them, because the reason why I can help anybody is because I understand me. And getting to have my dream home, my dream partner, my dream cars, my dream job, which is called a job, but this is what I do for a living now. And it's just absolutely incredible that I have found an effortless way that is right to the point of joy, fulfillment, and just a purpose. I have got such a purpose in life that it just is expressed at every single moment of my life. And I just love that, because I had no purpose. I had no understanding where to go. I didn't know my why. And I have all of that now. And it's all because of instilling. Kim doesn't give you anything. She empowers you. She sees the gift in you that knows it in everybody. And that's what she has brought to the surface with me. And I can see it now, that what she could see in me. And that's the greatest joy in this industry. And we get to see that every day. All I want to do now is to go and serve others. I want to be a world-renowned speaker, flying around in private jets, being heard by millions, and raising their awareness of their true potential, because that has happened to me, and I know it's my gift to do that for others. And I've got so many dreams of what you want to do with the prosperity of that, but in reality, I just know I'm enough right now. And the more I be grateful for what I have right now, the more I keep getting. I've got goals that are crazy, yes, private jets, people laugh at it. I've been on that private jet. It's already happened. I've already spoken to 2,000 people in stadiums, being invited on the TV shows. I've done all that because I've lived it every day in my imagination, as I did about this life here. And you know what? What we say in this business, what you can see in your mind, you will hold in your hand. And I do that every day.